Greetings, everybody. In today's video, I want to go over technology that I've used throughout my life, starting when I was very, very young. And this technology is for the visually impaired, so let's get into it. When I was young, I'd say around 4, I began learning about two pieces of technology. The first is the Perkins Brailler. This is the first ever thing I laid my hands on. And this was a traditional typewriter, not in the handwriting kind of sense, but it embossed braille. And you would put paper in, you would write out what you want, and it would emboss it. So it's just the traditional style of technology. And around the same time, I was also introduced to the Mountbatten Brailler, which is a bit more advanced. It still embosses braille out, but it has text-to-speech, and you can do commands on it, etc. A few years later, after that, I was introduced to the Braille Note Apex. It had a scroll wheel. It had a lot of different things. The scroll wheel was used to scroll through the menus, and you could also record voice memos and many other things, as well as edit Word documents, and you could print things. There was a lot of stuff you could do with the Braille Note Apex. It was one of the first pieces of technology that used a refreshable braille display where it uses pens instead of paper, so you can write out on the device, and it had internet capabilities as well. During my 5th grade year, I was introduced to the Braille Note Touch Plus, which is an Android tablet with a braille display baked in. Essentially, the tablet had a touch screen, so it had all the capabilities of an Android tablet. You could listen to videos, music, do your work, send email, and it had Wi-Fi capabilities like the Braille Note Apex, as well as Bluetooth. So you could connect it with different devices, different USB devices. Essentially, it was all the functions of an Android tablet, but with a Braille display. And it had a microphone for recording. Finally, during the middle/end of my high school career, I began exploring the Monarch. The Monarch is essentially a huge 15-inch device, 10 lines of braille, refreshable braille display, like the Braille Note Apex and the Braille Note Touch Plus. You could do tactile graphics with this device, so somebody could draw them out on an app, and the visually impaired person can feel the picture. You could also import them, do Word documents, email, etc. Had all the same functionality as an Android tablet. Finally, the last piece of technology I would like to talk about, and this is still in production, it will be coming out soon. This is the Braille Note Evolve, and this is a very interesting piece of technology because it's veering away from the Android operating system. This piece of technology will be using the Windows operating system, so you could download your screen readers like JAWS and have all the functionalities of Keysoft. This piece of technology will be coming out, I'd say, at the end of 2026, the beginning of 2027. For a select few of users, it is being manufactured for them if they're interested in the device. That's it, everybody. Thank you, and have a good day.